Afternoon, hope you're all well, and in today's video, pardon the pun, we're looking at our well. So we take a wander down to the bottom of the land where the well is situated to have a look at how deep it is and to do some very complicated measuring using a stone and a piece of string. And we have a look at the structure around the well, and we discuss ways that we might be able to have the well cleaned and water management. So enjoy tonight's video.
We are Those Weirdos, a family of 7.
We've been living, working and travelling for 2 years in our self-converted Sprinter van.
I have a chameleon.
We're driving to Portugal to find a bit of off-grid land to buy, then we're going to apply for residency and avoid the Schengen restrictions caused by Brexit.
We'll be filming every bit of the process so you can come along with us and be part of our journey. Good morning. So we've trudged down to the bottom of the land to the well, which is currently still overgrown. We're waiting for that to be cleared when it's legal to get stuff down here to do so. So we've been doing a lot of research on wells. We've asked a lot of local people and had a lot of support on Facebook from people that live in the area giving us advice. General consensus is the well looks a lot worse than it actually is, and in fact the water's probably fine. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure the depth of the well, see if we've got any concerns with how much water we do or don't have. And then at a later date, the general consensus is we purge the well, which means we get a pump and we empty it all out into the stream behind us. And then once the well is empty, we can see how fast it fills back up, as it's the middle of summer. So that's the time when there's the least water available. So if it fills back up to its current level, that's a good sign. But also the water that fills back in will be not stagnant, or certainly less stagnant than the water that's sat there for quite a number of years, I expect. But it has frogs in it, which apparently is a good sign. So first off, we're going to tie a rock to a bit of rope, and we're going to get an idea on the depth. As you can see, the well is extremely overgrown. There's some grasses and reeds at the side. Missy's got her special new gloves on and she's making a bit of space. Got some secateurs.
And are safe from prickles and potential insects.
Yep, definitely wise. So the problems, if you want to call them as such, for the well is the outer rim. So this area here, which is only about a foot off the ground, for a start it's very low, so it means there's a potential of a trip hazard and falling in said well. And also all these stones are just loosely piled up. So I would imagine originally it was a proper dry stoned wall. So one of the jobs, once this area is cleared, is to make a cement safe edge to the well. And then we need to get a cover for it so that animals can't fall in, be that our own or squirrels, mice, rats and so on. But there are frogs down there. As you can see, this is all really rickety, so you wouldn't want to be leaning on there and then falling in the well. So it does need a lot of work. There's a nice antique bowl there, which is part of the old irrigation system, which is under the undergrowth here somewhere, which would be fun to look at. There's also a cemented box here. There's something lurking behind you there, Missy.
Hey?
There's something running about in there. So yeah, the cemented box there would have had a pump in it probably. So we can repurpose that. So let's find a rock and drop it down and see if we've got good news or bad news.
Got a big ball of string. Actually, it's not string, it's like a rubbery bungee thing. We bought it in blue in case we needed to mark out boundaries or tie it on trees as little markers. But I also have a rock, and I'm going to tie the rock on the string to drop it in the well.
Drop it down there.
Don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'll save you there for later. I'll just keep going around the rock, I think.
That's a look of concentration. Nice and cool down here.
Yeah, this bit of my face is burning with the sun on it, and the rest of me is all right.
Yeah, so weather-wise, today is reasonably hot at 32. But as the week goes on, it's going to go up to 40 by Thursday. So it's going to be very, very hot for any kind of work. It's a rock-on stream.
Ta-da! I hope this works. I don't want to throw it in because I don't want any kind of forward motion, so I'm going to have to, I don't know, really don't want to fall in there because I don't think I would ever get back out.
So I think what you should do is, if you stand where I am, which is clear, and then you can see the string, and then try and flip it out more to the middle, I think.
There's all sorts of stuff growing down there.
Yeah.
There's foxgloves and mint and stuff. I can't flip it out to the middle because if I do that I'm going to fall onto the rocks.
Right, okay. Well, there's loads of stuff growing there, so it might not be the full depth.
Can you maybe hold me? Oh God, I can see things moving in the water. No, that's not going to work, is it? Ready?
Yeah. Is that it?
No, I think it's just resting on pondweed. So that's the depth. About 2 foot. 2 foot of water. But that doesn't mean that that's the end. That's just where the stone's sitting now.
Yeah.
And it might be that there's a meter's worth of silt. There's all bracken in there. And
yeah.
Pond crap. And when we came earlier, there was another 2 foot. Our path to get down, we'll come down the land from up there, and we get to these rocks, and then you have to scramble down this bit. And that leads you to this. There's a path through the bracken. So all of that bracken is ours. And we push through here. Disconcertingly, there are little avenues, and I show you, through here, where there's little tunnels where creatures have made their own homes and their roots through. This is our path that we've made by trumping back and forth to the well. That's the well, over there. If you go this way, just behind this little wall, is where the stream grows. Make sure I'm not disturbing anything awful. You can see down there, there's no water in it at the moment, but it's supposed to run 10 months out of the year. And you can see the ground at the very, very bottom is actually really nice for growing in. Right down there at the bottom, it still looks almost damp, which is a very good sign. I look forward to that filling back up.
So bad news, but not so bad news. So the bad news is it looks like there's only a couple of foot of water in the well. But the kind of good news is it's very silted up. There's a lot of bracken, a lot of rotting brambles, and there was some friends of ours online who said when they cleared their well they had 2 tons of silt and clay in the bottom, which was stopping it filling up. So I think we need to get somebody in
I think it's going to be fine. And
Yeah.
we'll clear it out, and the water, it might even be that all the silt that's in there is blocking the water from being able to fill it up. Plus it is right near, we're getting near to the end of summer now, so it's gone all that time, and everybody around here have been using their wells, and everybody that takes water out their wells are actually taking water out the aquifer under the ground. So then there's less to go around.
Absolutely. So I think it'd be fine, but it needs a damn good clean. So we've had a quote for that. So the plan is we'll get it cleaned first and drained, and then when it starts filling up, we take a water sample. And then there's a laboratory in Castelo Branco where we can get it tested. Make sure there's not any nasty bacteria in there. But we don't intend to use it for drinking, certainly not for the foreseeable future, so no filtration. We just want it to be safe and have a ready supply of water to water plants. So that's the first objection, is to do that. And in the uttermost worst case scenario that there isn't enough water in there to water the plants going forward, then we'll be looking at rainwater collection and 1,000-litre barrels.
Oh yeah, we're going to
around
do
the
that
land.
anyway, aren't we? I'm excited about collecting rainwater, because that then gives it, it's better for the land if you collect rainwater and then use it to water your crops, because it gives it a much slower through the year distribution, instead of gush all at once in January and then nothing else for the rest of the year.
Yeah, so one of the many challenges
God,
of
what's that?
off-grid, what is it?
It's alright, it's not on you, but there's a really big buzzy thing in the well, and it looks like it's about
Nice,
that
yeah, there's
big.
certainly a lot of insects here.
I think it's just gone down for a drink. That's quite sweet.
So we'll get that booked in to be cleaned and we'll take it from there.
Yes.
So here, where you can see Mrs. Hands, is the remnants of some kind of very old irrigation system. Got this trough here, and then there's a brick and concrete structure through the reeds there.
I mean, I think this is all just fallen apart, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was part of the wall. It's just fallen down. But it's like years of regrowth. I'll use my secateurs. Slate.
Yeah, looks like some kind of channel, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess if you would have pumped water up into this basin, and then maybe there was a channel created to go through over here, and then there's another basin there that's made of brick. This is all just earth. And then there's brambles here. Good news is that the gloves do protect me from brambles.
That's good, isn't it?
That's good.
Oh, a big butterfly.
I don't even know really what any of this is. I mean, that does look like a wall, but whether it was for a channel, I don't know. Looks just like a whole pile of bricks.
So out of the bracken.
He was like this big. Running for his life.
Out of the bracken, into the heat. So it's 11:15. It's already roasting.
Oh, not liking the loose gravel.
No. That's where we were, down by the well.
Hey Simba, everything the light touches is your land.
Yep. So from over there, all the way over there is our land.
You know what this is? Wild fennel. Smells
It's nice,
amazing.
isn't it?
And you can just nip off a little bit. Very nice.
And munch it. And that's brambles. There's plenty of them. And a lot of boulders on this side. And that's the view back over the bracken area. The biggest amount of work is where they've cleared the land in the past. So like here they've chopped down a big pine, taken the wood away, and then all the branches have just left.
Yeah.
So there's piles and piles of stuff everywhere.
Yeah. And then here we have eucalyptus, which is very beautiful, makes a lovely sound, and we're going to chop that sucker down because they are a fire hazard.
Yeah, and the reason why it's lots of shoots, you see many shoots, is because the tree's been cut down before.
Yeah, if you look through here, you can see the stump that was quite
And then
chunky.
it's been suckered. You can see, look at the size of the stump. Can you see that? It's just kind of there.
Woo!
And then all these are the suckers, so we have to keep chopping that down, maybe burn it at the base.
They're so cute. They're everywhere, those lizards.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
Once that's all cleared off, it's going to look beautiful. They go all the way up the hill, and you can see the house is just there. House being a rather generous description.
That way.
Come back this way. When Rosie and I came down this bit last night, there was a very big deer running around. Oh, another big lizard. Off you go, lizard. And then there's the rickety house. You can see the left side is quite dangerous because some of these boulders are huge. That's a project for another year. So thanks for watching, and again thanks to all of you that have liked and subscribed, and particularly thanks to all the people that are commenting. So if you've got any questions or suggestions, do please post a comment and we'll try and get back to all of you as soon as we can. So thanks for watching again, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers, bye.